Are you kidding me? I love you. Oh my God, I love you. Subscribe. What's up, everybody? I can still remember when this place was built, and I wanted to come here, but it really didn't coincide with what I had going on in my life at the time. So I can't believe this place has existed now for 12 years and I'm finally coming here. I'm at the Turtle Survival Center, the Turtle Survival Alliance's XC2 captive management program for the amazing, super critically endangered species that they have here. And I can't wait to share it with you. So I'm here for Turtle School. I was asked to come here and speak, which I can't even, I'm still giddy over the fact that I was asked to actually come here and speak. I'll be speaking later today. And I also, I'm going to tour the grounds a little bit and see what they have going on here. So I can't tell you how excited I am. I can't overstate it. And I'm bringing you with me. So thanks for joining. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends, hit that bell icon, do all those things. And thank you for being a turtle hero and supporting turtle heroes out there who are making a real difference. Okay, I'm doing an awkward selfie, but I'm here with my friend, Chris Hagen. Honestly, friend, mentor, hero, a bunch of different words I would use to describe this guy. I think you are one of the most knowledgeable turtle generalists that I've ever met. There's not many. Like Peter Pritchard was a turtle generalist who's been all over the world and seen turtles everywhere. You're one of those people too. So I always love when I get an opportunity to chat with you and just be around you. Anyway, thank you for taking me here into the hatchling room. Can you tell me about this room?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Anthony. There's Peter Pritchard. I mean, I love talking about turtles in the world, so I always appreciate that. And anyway, we're here in the Turtle Survival Center's hatchling room, where we maintain many different species. I think there are about 12 or 13 different species in here right now. And this is where they stay for the first about 8 months to 12 months of their life, and then they move into larger enclosures. And this is just so we can monitor their neonatal growth and everything very closely before they move out of here.
Not only are there really rare, super critically endangered species in here, that sort of thing, but there's also species that are very rarely bred. You have a lot of flowerback box turtles here. You're breeding more of those than anyone, and also galbinifrons specifically. I always felt that galbinifrons seem to be like the toughest to breed. Like Beretti might be most common in captivity, and they might also breed a little bit more readily. Pictorata are just rare in general, but galbinifrons are hatched rarely, but you're starting to really challenge that thought. Can you talk about that?
Well, we do have a very large long-term captive acclimated population of adults, so that helps a lot when you have 18 or 20 adult females and I think we have maybe 14 or 15 adult males, and so that helps a lot. Of course, we get a lot of eggs, but we still have maybe about a 40 to 50, 45% hatch rate, and some years lower, some years a little bit higher. But we have some of these hatchlings that are here on the table actually are coming up to, I think, probably about our 112th or 13th, 14th hatchling since our first one we were talking about this yesterday. I think it was 2016 we hatched our first galbinifrons.
Wow.
But it didn't really start picking up until maybe around 2019, 2020 when we started hatching a lot more. But yeah, it's been really interesting and fun. We still have some females that have not produced that we're wondering, so switching things up a bit and see if it's something environmental or mate selection and see if anything changes.
I love it. See, this is why you're my hero for many reasons, but that is hero stuff right there. Actually, over 100 galbinifrons hatchlings. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing me this. I really appreciate you. Everything that you do to save these animals and to be a steward for their future on the planet, because they need it.
Well, thank you.
So this is Cuora pani, the Pan's box turtle. And there are very few people that are doing anything with Cuora pani. There's a couple zoos that work with them, although I think breeding is kind of intermittent. I think I might be at this point the only private person who's breeding Cuora Pana, and then obviously here's one right here at the Turtle Survival Center. So cool to see such an amazing species. And you know, when you see all these beautiful Cuora, here's the little green one, you know, that kind of stands out. Kind of a Cuora all its own, but and super aquatic by Cuora standards, but a really great species that a lot of people don't necessarily think about, and doesn't have the same appeal in China as some of the other species, because it doesn't have that golden head or colorful appearance that the other ones do. But a very, very rare turtle, one of the rarest animals on the planet, and because they're rare in captivity and in the wild, and they need all the help that they can get. So we're here for turtle school, but before that starts, I was able to come in and take a peek at the hatchling room with Chris, which is just so cool. And he's so busy, but he still took the time to bring me in here and show me the room. It is absolutely incredible. It's one of those weird experiences though, where you've seen something so many times on video online, but then you actually get to see it in person, and it just hits totally different. So here I am. Can't believe what I'm seeing, and can't believe the amazing work that they're doing. So they just came and cleaned some water from some of the tubs that the hatchlings are in, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's clean water that's getting dumped out and new clean water being put in. And that's what it takes to really do this at this amazing level. They're providing the cleanest water and habitats for these animals to be in, and it's just really impressive.
Just a heads up, the electric fence may be on. Okay. Try not to bump it. And there might be some tortoise gifts on the floor, so watch your step.
Oh, nice.
Over here we have...
They're not lying.
These are Emmys, enjoying a nice little soak. They're very charismatic and they love food, so whenever they see people, they think, oh, you're going to give me food. But yeah, this is also a critically endangered species, and we support a program in Bangladesh called the Creative Conservation Alliance, and they're doing breeding and releasing there. So they actually just released a cohort of them earlier this year. And if you want, you can touch them as long as you don't touch another species, but you can say hi to them. They can sort of feel some of this, but they don't really mind. They do this thing that sounds like hissing, but it's not really hissing. It's kind of just like expelling air.
So right now we're here in this amazing tortoise building, and there are some Burmese star tortoises here, which is a species that really is a poster child for the success that can be had with captive breeding. This is also the winter housing area for the Arkan forest turtle, Hyosemes depressa. That's a species that is very rarely seen in captivity, very rarely bred, and is super duper endangered. But also we have some Burmese mountain tortoises here, Monoria emys, and they are large and in charge. I just got bit on my ankle, legitimately. I'm seeing a common theme here already. You got these big tortoises. Big tortoises make big messes, and I'm looking at clean water, perfectly clean water everywhere that we go here. The team is so on top of everything. This building smells incredible. It's like I would sit here and eat 3 meals a day in here. There's no smell. It's totally beautiful, and it's a testament to the amazing work that these people do, not only to keep these endangered species going, but also to just take amazing care of them. It's so cool to see. Oh, stop. Are you kidding me? I love you. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God. Yes.
Here are some different aged Emmys. Not quite sure of their age exactly, but you can see the differences in size.
They look incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, were these all hatched here?
I'm not sure. I don't think so because of their size. We have some that were hatched here that you'll see that are much smaller. So these guys, we would have to double check with Chris.
So cool. Now, what people, I don't know if everybody, I'm just going to say this for the people because I'm recording right now. So the people who are tuning in as we talk about this species. So this species will actually construct a huge nest mound like a crocodilian and guard the nest like a crocodilian. And they lay tons of eggs, like 40, 50, even 60 eggs. that they guard like with their lives, which is something that normally people don't realize about turtles and tortoises. So really cool. And then, but I think sometimes the problem when people are successful is like, okay, great, I hatched 55 of these. Now what do I do? All right, so a group of tortoises is called a creep, and these guys are definitely creeping on us, coming around the corner and chasing us because they know that these two-legged hairless monkeys that come and visit them oftentimes have food, but they're going to be disappointed because we don't have food for them. It's okay though, we still love you guys. We appreciate the attention. Makes us feel special that you're this interested in us.
Yeah, it does make you feel like a celebrity. They're like
Right?
chasing after you.
They just want to come and say hi. So I didn't realize, but there's actually a bunch of neonates or younger juveniles here in this habitat that are all kind of hiding under the lip. And now that I came across around, they're all kind of there congregated. Pretty cool. I love this too with the large trees in the habitats actually incorporated where the animals live to give them that natural shade. So yes, they're getting that South Carolina sun, but it's dappled sun, which is really great for this species. There's a lot of places to get away from direct sunlight. So we're looking for a Burmese star. Oh, hello.
You can also see our other Burm star. So we actually have a pair too that look like this, very similar carapaces. But one of them is in an exhibit right now called Turtles, fittingly, and it was just at the Fernbank Museum. And we helped give them a couple of specimens and provide information for their exhibit, which is just everything turtles. So it's cool to showcase species that some people have never seen. I'd never seen this species before working here. So it's exciting to see them and see their beauty. But we'll see when his buddy comes back. For now, it's just him. The Hyosemys depressa.
Oh, look at that. Stoic.
These guys are technically turtles, not tortoises. And they're very good climbers, apparently. And they have really, like you can see the back claws and everything.
They're really long limbs and really like strong front limbs, like Popeye. And they're really cool. I mean, so one of the most interesting things is they're in this genus Hyosemys that's like this catch-all. It's got like a couple of aquatic turtles in it, and it's got the spiny hill turtle in it, or the spiny turtle, the ones that look like ninja stars when they're babies. And then these guys that are just like these brutes, amazing climbers. So it's just this cool genus with those 4 species. And I mean, look at that thing. It's like it's posing for us. So, you know, not to anthropomorphize or anything, but like to see an animal that's that beautiful and interesting and this rare, you know, they're very rarely bred. People also have a really hard time raising them well. A lot of the captive raised ones look really messed up, really jacked up. So to see pretty ones like this, that back one looks like it could be a captive bred one that's raised right. This one in front looks like it might be wild caught. But anyway, and that's just a total assumption. It could just be not that way, but that's just my guess. Anyway, just seeing ones that look really nice like this is really special and rare. You just don't see them like anywhere.
You can really see like the variety and size and carapace over time.
Yeah, so she's bigger.
She's pretty big.
And yellower, probably much older.
Yes.
Wow, that really is. That might be the yellowest Burmese star that I've ever seen. That's cool in person.
Cuora galbinifrons, Cuora bureti. Those are 2 that we have a whole lot of.
Picturata.
Picturata, a couple of.
This is mostly flowerbacks, right?
So the Indo-Chinese box turtle is often called the flowerback box turtle because you'll see its shells just really beautiful, which is part of the reason they were targeted for harvesting.
Still are?
And yes, and part of that led to their decline. I don't really have a particular order, but we can just walk through the aisles and see who's out and about. We're getting to that time of year where these turtles will start to burrow under leaf litter. So we gather up leaf litter either from like donations or areas where we know they're probably not contaminated. And I would get more details on that from Clint. but they will start to burrow underneath for the winter. So that's what all of this excess leaf stuff you're seeing is. Usually it's not there.
Ooh, beauty berries.
Love it.
Ooh.
Hello.
So the galbinifrons and the Beretti are very similar in appearance, and I believe they used to just be thought to be one species, but then they found a difference in them. Burrett's box turtle and Indo-Chinese box turtle.
Something that's so cool to see when you see these flowerback box turtles, which is what I would call the genus of the 3 different species, Pictorata, galbinifrons, and Beretti. They're so beautiful. They're so conspicuous. They stick out like a sore thumb. They're like the most beautiful thing you'll ever see, with that orange coloration and the different high contrast coloration that you see among them. However, there's a method to the madness, because when you see them here in the leaf litter, they blend right in. It's so cool to see how they're perfectly adapted to live in this environment. So, you know, high humidity, kind of cooler down on the forest floor, where there's kind of, yeah, there might be some sunlight making it there, but they're under, you know, tertiary and secondary forests and things like that that keep it so they don't need a lot of direct light. Direct light might even be a stressor for them. So the fact that they have all of this vegetation in here, plus the ceiling that only lets in so much light, and they also have the leaf litter, is a great way to make sure that their stress levels are low, so that these animals are going to be healthy and really adapt to this environment and eventually breed. And that is really why this operation is having so much success with these extremely difficult, almost impossible to breed species. Something else really impressive here is the way that they kind of thought proactively and installed these tracks so that they can put in barriers in these habitats. Not all of these animals are always really compatible, and sometimes you get some over-aggressive males or even females, and you know, the males don't stop, that sort of thing. So being able to separate them at times, or even just during certain months of the year, you know, to give them a break so that they don't have to be with each other all the time. But at the same time, this is a critically endangered species and they have to breed. So in order to breed, they have to go together at some point. So setting it up this way where even if they're together, they all have their own pools to be in. They don't have to share water. Setting it up this way where they can be separated during certain times is so important, and another reason why I think they have such success here. It's just amazing to see. So, you know, take these ideas back if you're working with animals and make sure you're doing everything you can to do it the right way and to think about everything, right? It's not just about ease, it's about animal welfare. And these, I mean, the TSC is just on a whole other level.
Oh, look at this stunner.
Wow. So there's the variation, right? So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking here. I don't know how good this shot's going to be for my video, but
If we step
these are
forward,
Beretti in here, okay? Beretti, Beretti, Beretti. There's a dark Beretti. Here's a lighter but high contrast Beretti. There's another dark animal. There we are. Okay, but then we come over here, and this is also Cuora Beretti, and that thing is just looks like it's glowing. Sorry, my camera work leaves something to be desired, but totally orange head, light orange body, incredible. And they're all the same species. So each one has its own set of rules in terms of variation, like a spectrum, a visual spectrum that they exist on that really has like a wide range of different phenotypes. Right now I'm standing in front of the Chinese bighead turtle habitat here. And this is one of the few places in the world that's captive bred Big-headed turtles. They're very difficult to breed in captivity, and this place has actually done it. So I'm standing in a place where so many rare turtles are bred, but that's one that obviously is really important and special. And you could see why they're called big-head turtles.
Our next building is Assurance Colony Expansion, and that building came about when we started breeding a lot of turtles and they started getting bigger and needed a new place to live. So it's basically a sign of success that we're growing and have achieved this status of almost 800. Actually, I think we passed 800 turtles. So this is where a lot of the Assurance Colony go once they reach a certain age.
I love it. When you have success, you have to expand.
Exactly. All right.
Here we go.
Very pretty humid room usually. And basically every tag is a turtle. So if you see a tag or two tags, it means there's two turtles in there somewhere.
Because they get moved around sometimes?
I think so, and it depends on the species who can stay together and the size and whatnot. But they change out the leaf litter pretty regularly. Obviously, water changes almost daily. They built this room with like some pump systems to help with the cleaning and everything, so it's all very methodical when they built this and thought it through. But in here are a lot of Cuora, so you'll see some Beretti, some Picturata. We can also look at the Hiosemis that we have, the adult ones. There's a couple of those in here. Oh, here's a,
awesome.
I think this is Picturata.
It looks like it, yep. Yeah, that's Picturata.
With like the golden hues.
Yep.
Yeah. You probably saw some in the hatchling room, but you can see them as they're developing, and I just love them. They're so ridiculous.
Yeah, so this is one of the rarest turtles on the planet too. I was just at the Bronx Zoo on Sunday.
Oh, cool.
And they're sending back over 100 back to Rhodey to go back into the wild.
Yes, there's actually a couple of species or specimens in the hatchling room that will go to WCS.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, there you go. Awesome.
Yeah,
so that's a collaboration. Yeah, yeah. So you guys are partnering on that. So my understanding is that the animals are going to go via the Singapore Zoo, if I'm not mistaken, and then make their way back to Rhodey. Like legitimately saving species. And this is a species that is extinct in the wild now, functionally extinct in the wild. So if you watch our channel, you saw me interview Pete Jansema. Now he is the owner, proprietor, and inventor of the Waterland tub. Now that's an example of a private keeper, a hobbyist, who invented something because they saw a need. And it's totally revolutionized turtle keeping. But when I come into a building like this amazing Ace building, which again is clean and it smells wonderful and it's just tremendous to even be in here. When I see something like this, such a well thought, incredible next level type operation, full of probably over 100 Waterland tubs that are actually being used the way Waterland tubs are meant to, with the small water portion. These are land tubs. Most people don't even use the water portion of the land tubs because they get so messed up and yucky. The animals trounce in and out of the water and bring all the substrate into there, and it's really tough to clean. Well, they have them plumbed so that they can actually use them in a really effective way. I've never seen them used to this level, and I've been some really great places where a lot of Waterland tubs are used, like Turtles and Tortoises Inc. in Florida with Jay Frewer. But I've never seen them plumbed and used in this exact way. So if you're someone who wants to use Waterland tubs, land tubs like this for species that would need clean water, but also a lot of land area, they're doing something here that is very special and not something you see ever. What do you need that for?
Not all of us have your gift.
It's really loud.
Yeah.
When I was younger, my mother used to call me Ladder because she could just call me and I could come. So we're looking at the top habitats now that people normally need a ladder for, but I can see in there. Some of these tubs are up kind of high, but I can see in them.
I think I lost
See what's going on. Pretty cool. I'm standing in front of the habitat for Cuora philippinensis, which is a brand new species that was described in 2023 by Torsten Blanc et al. And they're from Palawan, which is an island in the Philippines. And they really are different than other, what they used to be considered Cuora amboinensis, Asian box turtles. And they're just so unique. So for years, we knew that they were different and we knew that people were working on papers to describe them, but we thought that they'd be described as a subspecies. Well, guess what? They're actually their own species. So this kind of rock star genus, Cuora, of all these Asian box turtles that everybody knows and loves in terms of turtle nerddom, has grown now by many species and subspecies with the work that Torsten and his friends have been doing with their papers in 2017 and 2023 to describe a whole bunch of species and subspecies. It's really cool to see them here in person. So this is Leucocephalon yuanowai, and we're going down this whole row, okay, this whole wall here, and there's yuanowai everywhere. Now, yuanowai is one of the rarest animals on the planet. There's barely any in captivity, and they're about to be extinct in the wild, much like the Forsten tortoise that shares the island of Sulawesi, the fourth largest island in Indonesia. And they've been collected to the brink. So not many places really want to keep them because they're big and they do get aggressive with each other and they do poop a lot and they do need heat. So that's a lot of things that makes it difficult to keep them. But the TSC, the TSA, they don't care. They're here to save species. So guess what? They've dedicated an entire wall of space to that species and doing the right thing to try to keep that species here on the planet. And if not for them, I don't know who else, because I've been to tons of places that keep Leucocephalon yuanowai, the Sulawesi forest turtle, and they're just not doing it to this level. Amazing places, but they're just not doing it to this level. So to see it here in person is really, really impressive. And you also see the fruit of the labor too, because right now, as I turn the corner, I'm standing in front of the little ones. Don't run away from me when I'm talking to you. Hey, I love you. Okay. Hide under the pipe if you want, but just know that I love you, okay? It's all love.
So this is Sternotheris depressus, and it's native to a small area in Alabama.
Where I live.
Oh, awesome.
A small area.
Where I was born.
Nice. So this is the only Sternotheris depressus in an AZA accredited facility.
I've never seen one.
Oh yeah, so we'll go check him out. We moved, I'm pretty sure it's a male. We moved it indoors into a little tank setup just to keep a closer eye on it. I believe we had a pair, and now we just have one, but yeah, it's pretty special.
So here at Turtle School, which is held in the building where the hatchling area is, and also where this new area is, that is kind of an add-on. And I'm here with a turtle that lives in this area. This is the flattened musk turtle. And wow, what an amazing little animal. So it's Sternotheris depressus. And this is a turtle that I've never seen, a turtle species that I've never seen actually in my life. I have found intermediate musk turtles in the wild, but I've never seen a flattened musk turtle. Just haven't happened to cross paths with one yet. So it's really cool anytime that you can see an animal that you haven't seen before, a species you haven't seen before. And of course, it's living its best life here at the TSC in South Carolina.
We are in our Cuora Complex 2, we call it, and I'm sorry, this is Cuora Complex 1. And you'll see here that these are some of the adults, Cuora McCordi in this unit. We have the females on this side, males on that side. We put them together, of course, like in the fall and in the spring for breeding encounters. And they live out here year round. They You can see the nice thing about Maccordi and Flava marginata is they take care of themselves and they bury themselves. You can see that head poking out right there. And then we cover them with leaves in the wintertime so they can be dormant and brumate out here. So the first two units out here are more terrestrial with smaller ponds, and then the back two units are more aquatic with larger pools, and that's where we have the beals and the yellow-headed box turtles, Cuora capitata.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. This is so cool. So right now I'm in front of these first two rows. Chris, let us know these are Cuora maccordi, species that I absolutely love, and a species that because on our channel that's the turtle that yawns, the female yawns in the male's face, and then we dubbed over the sound, subscribe. That's these guys, Cuora maccordi, and they are, I don't know if everyone realizes this, they are my favorite turtle species to keep. And it still feels dirty to say that because I love the leaf turtles so much, but I think these are some of the most amazing turtles. And I'll tell you, I've seen these in a lot of places. I've never seen them kept to this standard before. These are large enclosures, maybe 4 by 6, maybe, if I had to guess, but they're pretty large, and each one has an individual adult animal. I keep my animals together, and they can be a little bit aggressive, so to see them like this is really cool. And again, this is just the Turtle Survival Center doing it the right way. This is what can be done when funds are put behind, protecting and saving species. It's amazing to see it. I feel like a little leaguer who just got invited out to stand with the big leaguers before the game. It's insane.
They're from the Tewksbury Institute of Herpetology collection, not of the species, but of wild-caught females.
Wow.
However, she will not allow any male to breed her. She has never produced an egg. She has been in my care for 13 years now, and she has been with multiple males over the years, in group situation and in individual situations. And I have plenty of videos of her, not recently because I kind of gave up. I've taken a lot of videos in the past of males trying to court her and mate with her, but she doesn't allow it.
Wow.
It's amazing.
I've seen that behavior before. Japonica females like to do that a lot. I haven't seen it a lot in Maccordi.
Yeah. And every year, twice a year, she's with a male, and she has yet to produce an egg ever. And then we have all these other females. I mean, they're cranking out eggs all the time too. I think we've even had 3 clutches in a season with one female in the past. I'm not positive about that, but I'm pretty sure.
They do breed
because
really
sometimes
readily.
they hide in one loose egg somewhere else, maybe. But
So this is a really prolific species, and it's odd that this female doesn't want to breed. What's amazing about her, though, and what people may not realize is she's a big deal. Because they breed readily in captivity, there are a lot of captive bred animals out there. To have a wild-caught potential founder, which is what she is, a founder animal is one that comes from the wild and has its own genetics that it brings to the gene pool. And with a species this rare that is extinct in the wild, this species has not been found in the wild since 2010. That's 15 years, if you're counting. They have not been found since then. That's a really big deal. So to have an animal like this that won't breed is a really big bummer. But also to see an animal like this for a Maccordi lover like myself is really cool. Like, she's a special animal. It's too bad. I hope, hey, let me know when she decides to let a male breed.
Like, luckily they live for who knows how long, 70, 80, 100 years. So hopefully it's not the end of her reproductive story.
Right. That's the thing about it, right?
Yeah.
Things can change. And speaking of which, Chris mentioned this is from the Tewksbury Institute. If you're looking for more on that, check out the documentary Chance of the World Changing, where you can see a much younger, no offense, you look great, but a much younger version of Chris. I swear you look like you're 13 in that.
21 years ago we filmed that.
21 years ago.
They filmed that, and we were moving all of those turtles, dispersing those turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it's a shame. We're breeding them well here, but this one female, we really want to capture her genes. And like I said, she's been with, I think, at least 7 different males over the years, and She's not happy with any of them.
Well, if anyone could do it, it's you, obviously.
Wild caught and captive bred males. Both. Yeah.
Wow. Well, and if you check out that documentary, don't do it like I did. I watched it with my wife on Valentine's Day, and she hated it. So it gives, if you're a turtle lover, it might give you a little pit in your stomach, but still important to see. What are these habitats?
These are all beals, of course. You know, they're nocturnal, so you come out here with a flashlight at night, you'll see them. But occasionally you'll catch one coming up for air, and there are one or two out here that kind of bask on a fairly regular occurrence. There's one female right there.
Oh, and there she hid right on cue. You're not going to see her, but she's in there.
Cicalia beales. Some of them are the founders from, well, some I've had since the 90s, actually, and some came from Tewksbury, and some came from the Bill McCord collection. And a couple others donated here and there by someone. Yeah, just different people that have happened to have one animal, and but these individuals have been here for some of them since the beginning. Like I said, some have been with me for over 20 years, and then when Bill McCord started slimming down his collection, a few of them came from him too. So we have a nice little group here and most are breeding.
It makes sense. I mean, you had a lot of hatchlings in the hatchling room.
We do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think we've hatched maybe around 30 over the past 3 years or so.
I love it. So great.
21 years ago, I hatched this girl, and she has provided the most hatchlings here over the years as well.
And people aren't going to realize from this video how cool of a species this is. You know, Chris mentioned how they're nocturnal. They have these awesome eyes, but they don't like to show it. And when I say eyes, it's these butterfly-like markings on the top of their heads. Females have 4, but in beals, just wanting to show there. There they go. There's the front two.
Well,
that's the back two. Both, yeah. In beals, they're
connected.
Yeah, and they're not as
the front pair fades.
Correct.
With the females.
But with the males, both fade, right?
Both fade out. Like some of the older males, you can't even tell they ever had those markings.
Oh, that's cool. So here, hold her for another second. Let's see if we get those eyes back. But this is a species that's super rare, and a lot of people don't even know about them.
This girl is the most prolific of our females, right there.
So cool. Oh, there you are. You knew we were talking about you. Were your ears ringing?
She's also the only one that would sit here like this. Like sometimes she'll be out basking and she'll just sit there. She won't run, but all the others are super skittish. She's
like an anti-Aurocapitata or Pani because they're so skittish, like map turtles.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetie.
And this is often where they are nesting too, under their hides. But they also will nest anywhere, but they'll nest. You always know when they're nesting is they fling soil everywhere. And they have actually deposited their eggs under these 50-gallon tubs. They've dug so deep. They've dug like 12 inches down in the soil, tunneled down in there, and laid there. They found the nest under the edge of bottom of the tub in the past.
And Aurocapitata, which are very, very similar species within the Cuora genus. They're very aquatic. They're very cold hardy. They come from a more northern climate in China. Watching them nest is really a sight to behold. They dig first with their front limbs, and they dig this whole deep cavity, big, messy cavity, and then they turn around and deposit the eggs. Have you seen them complete the whole process? Do they continue to dig with their back legs?
I have not witnessed it.
I haven't either. I'm breeding Pani.
They do it at night.
Yeah, they do it at night. Isn't that interesting? So, I mean, I've seen them digging, and I also have some hybrids that are half Pani, half Burmese. And they also dig like these do with their front legs first, and they dig a whole deep hole. But pretty cool to consider. These really secretive turtles almost never let you see them, and even the way they nest is kind of secretive and different.
Cuora Joey does the same thing too.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Deep holes.
Are they closely related to Pana and Aurocapitata, or what are they most closely related to? Unionensis?
I think they're most closely related to, yes, the Trifasciata, Pani, Aurocapitata group.
Yeah, the more aquatic of the Cuora animals. Wow, that's cool. These setups are incredible. One animal per habitat, and I mean, they're just extensive. How many people are giving this much space to individual animals when they're keeping a large group of said animal? It just doesn't happen. Like this is what it looks like. If you're wondering what the pinnacle of what we do looks like, this is it. It's a whole different ballgame. It's a different sport. So Cuora, Pana, and Capitata are known for just being completely flighty like map turtles. Chris was just saying, like as soon as you walk around the corner, they're jumping off the log. They're gone before they even see who's coming. They just hear a sound and they're gone. And then this turtle is like the total outlier, and she's just staring at me. She's just like, hey, you want to have a staring contest? And I'm like, yeah, are you kidding me? I can't tell you a turtle in the world that I love more than this turtle right now. She is the anti-Aro Capitata, and I love it. She's beautiful. Hey guys, it's the morning after I got to speak at Turtle School yesterday and also tour the Turtle Survival Center in South Carolina. And it's time for me to leave. It has been really dry here. Everyone kept talking about that during my quick visit to South Carolina here. It's also been dry at home for me as well, but it rained this morning quite a bit, and I can't help but think about all of those magnificent, incredible animals at the center that I visited with yesterday that are probably having the time of their lives now that we got this nice, robust rainstorm that just woke them up today. So I look forward to the next time I get to visit. If you have the opportunity to support the TSA, they're doing amazing, amazing things. And when I think about how much from an outsider's perspective, the TSA has evolved and grown and changed into an amazing run, incredible organization that it is today, even in the past few years, it's really just incredible to see and to be the smallest part of, like I said, outsider's perspective. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Do all the things. Just do all the things. Do what you can to support turtle conservation, and that includes donating to amazing causes to help turtle heroes like the people at the TSA do what they do. Thanks for watching.
Hit subscribe, join the crew. jusTURTLES, there's always something new.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. I got a real pretty, pretty little thing that's waiting for me. Oh, hey, I thought I heard someone back here. Wait a minute. If you're here, then that means you just watched that video all the way till the end, which is pretty amazing considering our videos tend to be a little bit long and I'm also long-winded. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for making the world a better place for turtles and tortoises, because it really means a lot. Oh, that was weird. Anyway, since you watched this long, if you haven't already subscribed, you should consider doing so via this link here in the corner of the screen. Also, if you like this video, I know you'll love our other videos, which you can access here in the other corner of the screen. Like the drip that you saw during the video? I know you did. And yes, I know I'm old. You can access that via this QR code here. And lastly, my Amazon author page, because I am a turtle author. I've written several books about turtles. You can access via this QR code.